The last time I was ever alone was in May 2015 when I got Daisy. You know, she follows me everywhere. I joined the Marine Corps in 1975. Spent 22 years and retired in 1997. During that period of time, I forward deployed on 3 different occasions. I forward deployed to Beirut, Lebanon in 1983. A few years later, I went forward deployed to the first Gulf War. You know, I retired in 1997. And I went from job to job on base or out in town. I just struggled from side to side, and I was having issues related to those forward deployment times. And that's when I decided to look for a dog, because I knew that was going to help me more than anything else. A lot of people don't understand sometimes that, you know, all because you can't see something's wrong with me, that doesn't mean there's not. When I first went to Next Step Service Dogs, I was introduced to a big yellow lab named Bailey. Big guy, awesome, huge. You know, there was something there. I loved the dog, he was great. It was just a connection that we didn't have. So I let them know, and then the next weekend, I went back and there was a bunch of us sitting around in a big circle in chairs. And there were no other dogs in the room. And they brought Daisy into the room, and she stopped, looked around the room, and then ran right to me, jumped up in my lap, licked me all in the face, gave me the belly, and I went, okay, this is the one. We trained 4 to 5 days a week for 6 months, training together so we can get to know each other and build that bond and trust and everything.
After John got Daisy, it was hard for him to find a job. John had felt like nobody had wanted him.
When you go to a job interview and everything sounds good, and then you walk into the interview room and you have a dog with you. So it was difficult. I went to 3.5 years looking around, trying to find in the same industry what I was doing before. It wasn't going to happen.
I had known John for many years, and through a mutual friend, I had heard that he was having a really hard time finding a job. And I thought about it, and I said, you know, what a great opportunity to bring John and Daisy both here. And I called him up, and he came in, and it was a perfect match. He's a wonderful asset to the property, and so is Daisy.
After that, the rest is history. I started working summer of 2018 here, and we've been here ever since. Mr. Krause and the whole department itself they know with me having Daisies, there's certain things that have to be done. I have to let her be a dog. You know, I just can't keep her vest on her all the time. I have to play with her and keep her active and involved in everything. And they've been really good about that, especially Mr. Krause. He's been really good about letting me have the time for her to be her. She's taught me how to trust again, and that's the biggest thing for me.